This is where they'll be a bit harder though now. They do more damage, more resist, so... My health's definitely going lower. These guys will have double the teleports probably. So far it seems still very strong. Get rid of this big guy. Wow, that guy almost baited me off the edge. Gravity is going to be the biggest concern here. Especially like the slams I does. Like those I'm probably better off just dodging actually. But I might be able to just sit there and take those. Looks pretty good to be fair, I can just stay and tank it first phase then. Which is kind of crazy. Second phase will be harder though because he moves around a lot, hits a lot harder. But let's see if we can do it. Gotta be careful of the stagger bar now. Let the stagger reset when it's like that. But he can't stagger me by looking at him one hit. He's gonna hit me sometimes, that's fine. Just wanna see how we do. That's his big hit right there. Didn't stagger me, which is the key thing. See how good the life steal is here. Starting to catch me up a bit. I staggered. Yeah. Yes, nuts. Super tanky. I've still got more armor pen to put in as well. That's pretty crazy. So this is like playing pre-patch basically with this, so you can just first tank spam and you just cannot really die, to be honest. I don't think I went below half health that whole time. So to be honest, you could actually spec out some of the health maybe, put more damage in. But yeah, pretty much. You'll find it pretty hard to die on that, unless you get knocked off. This is definitely the tankiest build I've done in terms of like just everything, because I've got really good resist, really good healing, really good lifesteal, and solid damage. So using the Gossamers with Plague on gives you the Plague healing, obviously, which is very valuable. Now, one thing I actually haven't got here is I haven't got lifesteal in the weapon, but you could do that. I think I did originally have lifesteal here, but then I took it out. So with lifesteal in here, it'd be even better for the, you know, for getting back the life sometimes. But I think speed is pretty good because it's extra speed, which means you're going to be hitting more and getting more lifesteal, right? But yeah, attack speed in here is very good with the Plague. But how is this kind of working? Well, the chest is a big part here with the damage resist durability stuff. And then I'm going for some health regen on the chest. 2 health regen gems here. So that's 3 plus that, so it's 5 health a second in combat, right? When I'm in a fight. 5 health a second. You can see here out of combat it's healing a bit. But in combat, that'll be 5 health a second. But that will get boosted, right? 40% of 2 per second here, which is 0.8. So it's actually 5.8. Then we get this healing boost here, which is so 40% of 26, which is like, well, let's just say it's 10, right? Because it's around about that. So let's say 36%. 36% times by 3. So we're getting up to like 108, is it? We're getting like double our healing. So all of a sudden our 5.8 goes to like 12 per second based off of this. So we're actually getting 12 health a second in combat. So that's really valuable for this, because when you're hitting, you want to be just constantly healing, right? But not only that, but obviously the Plague effect itself is also getting boosted by this as well. So what it means is you've got a few things going on. You've got this damage resist, so you're really absorbing the hits really well. You've got pretty good damage, because these Gossamers have got really good damage anyway. We're doing full focus, by the way. Don't use Dragonfly or anything like that. But really good damage. So we've got base 200% crit damage. So I've put crit chance in 1, 2, 3 pieces. Including the weapon, it's 4. So we get about 40% crit chance, which is fine because we do so many attacks. We're critting a lot anyway. And we've got armor pen in every single slot. 2 of them getting boosted. So I get like over 60% armor pen, so it's pretty solid damage. But the key thing here is my poise is 33, right? I'm able to see on the screen, but it's 33 poise. So I can just keep doing this, nobody can hit me, and poise break me. So there's only one thing left that they could do, and this is why I started this build, is stagger resist. So I have 2 blue pieces here with stagger resistant. Now I did originally have stagger resist here with extra boosts from the gems, but I actually think at 40%, this is 39% actually, it's a pretty good boost. It's about all you need to just survive getting staggered pretty well. So I got a couple of exalts in here, which really helps. This can go higher as well. But yeah, stagger resist is actually really strong for this. So 33 poise. I'm not going to get poise broke very often at all. And with this extra stagger resist here, nothing can stop you attacking. I mean, look on the Echo Knight. That Echo Knight run with no echoes. There's not many builds in the game that can do it like that, if any. I don't think I've heard of any since the patch. This is like insane how easy it's going to be. Now I made a lot of changes to this recently. I did actually do a chest, like I said, with stagger resist in a chest here with no damage resist. I was at about 55% armor. It still worked, but it was just a lot harder because you just weren't as survivable. So I think getting physical resist across some pieces would be good as well. But yeah, my stats are crazy, which I'll go through in a bit. This ring's really good for that reason. So you're going to get hit, you want to get hit basically with this, and you get 20% damage boost. So that's why my damage numbers are actually pretty good. Pretty good DPS on this. Another benefit is similar to the Heartseeker bow. You're constantly hitting the boss, right? You're not having to run away, so most builds you do your damage. You know, you get out, you might, you know, dodge roll, do a parry, whatever you do. You know, all that kind of stuff. You're not having to do that here, you just keep attacking. So, if something does double your damage, it doesn't matter if they're only attacking 20% of the time you are. you're doing 100% of the time you're damaging the boss, so that's why the boss kills quite quick. Pretty solid damage as well. Yeah, this is going to basically look after your stamina by itself. You're doing so many hits. 2 hits on the first one, 3 there, so for 2 presses, I'm doing 5 hits. 3 on that one as well, so you know, just getting so many hits in for 14 stamina per press. I'm getting so many hits in. So the more stamina you have, the better this will be. I think that explains the gear, how it functions. You know, you've got crazy good stagger resist, crazy good poise, because everything is plate here. With 20 equip load, everything's plate. To get the max poise without having to use any gems or anything. I think any more than 30, you're kind of going a bit overboard. I think 30 plus is where you want to be. But I've got 33, so I've got plate everywhere. And I've got durable here to boost the healing. I've got move speed here to just help with this ring. I think it's definitely needed. You don't need stamina regen really. Don't worry about that too much. Just try not to get it too low, your stamina regen. But yeah, durable in these two. And then stamina regen here just to help it out. Is pretty good. But yeah, speed, obviously move speed will help. And this ring's a no-brainer with this just constant spam. So if you want to be able to just spam away and just like be unstoppable. Yeah, this would be bonkers if the devs like, allow this into the game. I think what they need to do is either remove the damage resist on durability and just have it as damage resist. Or they need to like make it so it's like starts up at 2% and each exalt boosts it to maybe a max of 6% based on durability. That'd still be very strong, by the way. If this was 6% with both durables, it'd still be very strong, but it maybe wouldn't be as busted. Yeah, the durable stuff on this is very, very good. And but again, if this was at 5% instead of 10, this will still function very, very well. This is just like an insanely broken version. I got very lucky with the exalts here. I got 2 in healing here and 2 in durability, which is very good. And I got a few in stagger as well. But yeah, these 2 did really well for me. 2 in damage resist, 2 in the healing here. That's exactly what you want. And 2 in attack speed. You get more than that in those. That's brilliant. But that's very, very lucky actually. I think with these stats, don't change them too much. What I've realised is for the points you put in here, you don't really get a lot of value for extra damage. So you get like 1 or 2 points per spec. So if I lose 40 health, I get like another 7 or 8%, maybe 5% damage, but it's not worth it. I don't think. I think you get lots of health in so you can survive 2 or 3 hits of the Echo Knight. And then you can just get your health back, obviously with the regen and the lifesteal. One thing you might want to do, so if you don't get as good healing as what I got here, put a lifesteal gem into here instead, possibly. The only thing I would say is, if you get a lot of attack speed like me, the gem itself has more value because it's a larger number, so 15%, 40% of 15% is more than 40% of 10%, isn't it? So I'm actually getting so 40% of 15 here, which is 6%. So I'm getting 21% times by, let's just say it's times 2 because of the durability. So that'd be 42, but a bit less, about 40% attack speed off this. Whereas without the gem, it would actually be about 28 or something. So I'm getting about 12%-ish, around about 12% extra attack speed, which is 12% more lifesteal. What does the gem give you? Gives you 12% lifesteal bonus. It doesn't exactly roughly work out like that, because it depends on what my base lifesteal is and stuff, but the point is, you're going to get more lifesteal the more attacks you're doing, right? So, but if you don't get as good exalts as me, like I said, try a lifesteal gem in here instead, and it might help your survivability quite a lot. The thing with this is Plague is good, but you've got to build it up first, so on bosses it'll be fine, but on ads you might not get as much lifesteal, so just bear that in mind. Yeah, stats don't change these too much. Gets to 400 health, get to... If you're having issues with stamina, which you shouldn't do, 70, 80 plus maybe, but 70 plus should be fine. Get to 20 in and the rest in damage. I think just don't change it too much. That's my advice really. Like I said, with the stats, tweak them to what you get, because you're not going to get the same exalts as me. You're maybe not going to get quite the same armor pieces. You might only be able to get a mesh chest with durable. That's fine if you get that, no problem. Might want to put more health in there if you get that, because you'll only you might not need as much equip load, so put those points into health and it'll balance it out, so it's similar to mine basically. So, you know, just use a bit of common sense on that and you'll be all good. But look at those resists, 75% physical, 78% plague. The Econite hits mean he's just tickling me basically. And I'm just like constantly chomping away. Is there a scenario where he could kill me? Maybe if he does his I don't know if there is. Maybe if he does the teleport and he gets me down to half health. I don't think I'll go below half health the whole time. I don't know. To me, the only way you're going to die on this is the best enemy in the game, which is gravity. That is the only way you're going to die with this. So, if you want to feel like you just can't die, you're invincible, yeah. I think there might be ways to get more out of this potentially. But with the way I've set this up, with the extra healing over time, being really, really consistent, the healing on hits, tankiness, letting things hit you, and you just don't give a crap about it, and you just get more damage. It's insane, so. Yeah. I think I'll leave that one there. And still got some more builds I want to do. Still some more. Obviously, I'm trying to upload new unique builds, so there might not be as many on the channel over the next few weeks, we'll see, but yeah, still lots more I want to do, so stay tuned. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Very, very good. Yeah, that's insane, how good that was. Crazy. I thought it might work. I weren't so sure it would work the way it did on the Econite, but Jesus, it was insane. But yeah, I think that's a good place to end it there. I'm going to obviously edit that video and stuff. I have got the Ice Knight is dropping on Thursday, so that's the next one. Because I did upload, was it yesterday? What day is it? Yeah, Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, it's on Thursday, because I uploaded the video yesterday night. Then this one will be up at the weekend. But, yeah, I need to put the planner together, actually. But, I do a bit of Marvel Rivals. Let's do a tiny bit of Marvel Rivals, I think. And I'll be back on Wicked either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow or Thursday, I'll be back on. Yeah, I'm gonna go on Marvel Rivals for a bit. Really happy with that though, because I weren't sure yesterday. I was like, is this gonna be any good? But yeah, it's turned out pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna go do a bit of Marvel Rivals.